Isaac, did you have an answer? You said C. Dom?
I said A.
You said A. Okay. Let's see. I think I have a graph here. I have all that. All right. Let me all right. So it starts in the long run. Isaac, in the long run, are we making money? Are we losing money? No. So when they say in the long run, you know you're starting out like this. Okay? And most of you started here. Now, what did they say in the problem? Demand increases, right? Okay, so I'm going to take demand out. E1, I got a new price, a new quantity. Felix is telling me the firm, though, is price takers, so I got to bring that price over. So if I have M, Mr. Dark, this is Mr. Dark 2. Okay. Now, what happened to quantity in the short run? Increase. So in the short run, quantity increases. Now, Gavin, am I making or losing money at this new price? All right, Gav, just look up here for a second.
Oh, you're making money.
It's price greater than cost.
Yeah.
Then you make it.
Yeah.
Okay. If I'm making money, Gavin, a firm's going to enter or exit.
Enter.
Okay. So now firms are going to enter. How do I show that here, Gavin?
Y shift.
Yeah. Which way?
To the right.
Yeah. So I'm going to shift supply to the right. And I'm right back to where I started, right? Yeah. So the quantity stayed the same, right? In the long run? Yes.
So as the market just keeps changing, the supply, demand just keeps shifting out and out and out as like, as more sellers join the market.
Yeah. So if you get, in the short run, you get quantity increased, but in the long run, you get returned to original. So it was C. Okay. So you get, okay, because you had, right, you had demand shifting. All right, so your quantity increase. We're all good on that, right? And then, as Gavin said, anytime your price is greater, here's my price, here's my ATC. I know I'm making money. If I know I'm making money in the long run, firms are going to enter. Okay, I'm now going to shift supply to the right. And by the way, because someone asked me this, so I'll do it. The profit box, I go to where M equals D, down to the ATC and across. That's right. Everything works on the MC equals D line. My quantity, my price, my cost. Okay. Now, Gavin said, let's get supply in. So what I did here is I'm going to just bring the supply, and I'm back on this line, so I'm back to the original. Nick, do you have a question?
No.
Anyone have a question on how this is? All right, so you just got it. The key is when they say the long run, setting up the graph, the side by side. Gav, ask me. I'll be glad to answer.
So you just gotta like assume that the supply will go up then?
Because you're assuming because it's asking you to get back to the long run. You're in the short run here. The only way to get back to the long run is to get to zero economic profits. So supply will either increase, or if you're losing money, decrease.
So the long run always has to be back to the original.
Always has to be at zero economic profit.
Why would you wanna get back to normal?
huh?
Why would you wanna?
It's not like it's not like people want to. It's you're gonna get there because firms are gonna enter because they see it as a profit market.
How do any, like, real world firms make it?
Because you're making zero economic profit, but you're making accounting profit.
Okay.
All right, so like I said, if you're a farmer and your farm's worth $1 million, if you sell it, that's minus $1 million in opportunity cost. You could still be making $1 million in cash. Okay. All right, any other questions on this? Okay. All right. Charlie. All right, let's remember in the Holy Presence God, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Dear God, thank you for a good week. Let's give prayers for both the safety, the health of all our athletes over the weekend. And let's get some W's in there. Let us try to use the weekend to relax, rest, and recharge, and get ready for another week of school. St. John the Baptist, LaSalle, live Jesus in our hearts. Okay. All right. All right, so I'll do redos. Judging by how few kids were here this morning, I think it'll be packed. We'll try to go to 108 in the afternoon. Okay. So we'll do that, and then you should be starting to read chapter 15. Okay. This is the next week. All right. Short versus long run. People seem confused. I think you need to know in the short run, you could be making or losing money. In the long run, you cannot make profit. That's all like to hear. More graph practice, we'll try to practice some more next week. Even in that multiple choice, I try to give you some graph practice. Why do firms not make money in the long run? That's what, like you asked, right? Because they can make accounting profit. Now, why do economists take the opportunity cost in? Because you're giving something up. And like, they want to show that it's not just what you're paying out of your pocket, but the opportunity cost that you're giving up is also part of your cost. I have short versus long run twice, someone must have said it again. Okay, any questions on these? Okay, can you talk to the people around you and answer these questions? I'll give you a minute or two, go. MC presentation. What?
MC, like when it's about.
Are you asking that? Do you know it?
That's profit maximizer for all markets is where MC hits the price.
No. You're close.
Well, ATC and
No, stay with MC.
MC
How do you find the quantity in a firm?
price on corn.
No, that's total revenue. If I'm looking at a graph, and I wanna find out how much quantity should be produced. Like here, how do I find? How did I find 9?
Go down from where MC is the, price.
Okay, what else is it besides price?
Want to remember?
Yeah, it's MC equals MR. Because it's not, no. So the reason I'm changing it is because in every firm, it's not gonna be the price, it's gonna be the MR. Okay?
Okay.
All right, anything up here you or your partner need clarification on, didn't get to, not sure of?
What is allocated efficiency?
Allocative efficiency 1 is what society wants, it's producing what society wants. How we cannot, economists find it is if you're producing with marginal cost equals demand. In perfect competition, you have to be, because demand equals MR. Okay, but that won't be a monopoly, as we'll see probably one day. Anything else? Yes, sir.
The profit maximizing.
MC equals MR in all firms.
What's the difference between shutdown and exit?
An exit? You shut down in the short run, so you're still paying fixed costs. Like you have a lease for a year and it's after 6 months. When you exit, that lease is over, so you have no more costs.
And that's in the long run?
Yeah,
So shutdown is below ABC,
correct,
and then exit is below ATC.
correct.
Can you go to productive now? and give me-
Yeah, productive efficiency is producing where MC crosses ATC, so that's the lowest cost. And allocatively efficiency is producing where MC crosses demand. Okay? And we'll do more of that. Yeah. All right, monopolies, here we go. I should have put a picture of the sage up there, but I didn't. All right, so monopolies, oligopolies, monopolistic competition, they're all imperfect competition. Characteristics of a monopoly. Think BG&E. Okay? They're kind of a monopoly. De Beers on diamonds, you're not going to know that as much. The Ravens are a monopoly for NFL football in Baltimore. Okay? All right, one firm. The firm is the market. Second, unique product, no close substitutes. All right, so the high barriers. If firms cannot enter the industry or exit easily, what's going to happen in the long run for these? They can make profit, okay? Because firms can't enter and exit easily. Monopolies are price makers, not takers. And they do some advertising. Now, people would ask, why do they advertise? Like the Ravens advertise because they want to sell more tickets. All right, and like cable, which is sometimes a monopoly, they advertise because they want everyone to use their product. All right, we're gonna just skip this. All right, can a monopoly be good for the economy? Electric companies are a good monopoly. And here's why, because the cost of starting all the wiring and everything is so high that if we had 2 or 3 people competing, our bills would be more. Okay, so if they're competing in electric, they would have higher costs. All right, so having one keeps the prices low. So economies of scale make it impractical to have smaller firms. So like the electric company, where one company serves the market better, is called the natural monopoly. It's natural, only one firm to produce because they could produce at the lowest cost. Yes, sir.
Why, if you increase the number of firms, would price go up?
Because the fixed costs are so high. And now, instead of me saying dividing my fixed cost by all 30 of you, because you'll all have to use my product, now 10 of you are using my product. So now my average costs are going up. Does that make sense to you? All right? Good question. Okay? And we'll talk more about natural monopolies as we go on. All right, so we're gonna start looking at drawing the monopoly. Graph-wise, good news, only one graph. Why? Because the firm is the industry. The cost curves are the same. So you're not learning any new cost curve. Marginal cost, average total cost, average variable cost, they're all the same. Marginal revenue equals MC is still the profit maximizer. Same shutdown rule. This is gonna be easy. I'm saying this is easy crap. Okay. All right, the main difference. Monopolies have a downward sloping demand curve. Which means to sell more, a firm must lower its price. Now, this is a concept that's hard for guys to understand because you think it's a monopoly and they can charge whatever they want. But like, could the Ravens charge 10,000 a ticket? No. So, like, the Ravens don't sell out anymore, so they need to maybe lower that price to get more tickets. And the Orioles are a better example, right? Like the Orioles have to lower their price because they never sell out. All right, this changes MR. So let's look. So the marginal revenue is not equal to the demand. So instead of Mr. Dog, let's get freaking rude, Thomas. Just call him damn dog. Not Mr. Just dog. Heck with the Mr. Okay? Now, so at $10, I could sell one. All right. Now, if I want to sell more, what I got to do with price? I got to lower it. So at 9. So no, if total revenue is 18, 18 minus 10, marginal revenue is 8. What's going to happen at 8? What's total revenue going to be? 24. Now, notice price, marginal revenue, they're not equaling. So if dog is demand equals average revenue and price, is MR going to be above or below demand when I'm graphing it? What? Below. Okay. So it's going to look like, all right, we just did this. Like that. You're going to have a demand. That's dog. No, Mr. Felix. Screw him. Not giving him respect. Mr. by himself over here, I'm all right. So you have a downward sloping demand curve and you have a downward sloping MR. And I think like if you could stick this at the bottom of the first page, maybe. Right? It says monopolies MR and demand curve. There it is. So this is dark. It's still demand equals average revenue equal price. Still will come in handy to know that. Okay? All right. We good so far, Mason? Got a picture? Photographic memory? You got a picture in your photographic. You don't need it on paper, Mason. Come on. All right. All right. Give you a minute. Hey, take out your boards. Write the answer to this. Which of the following statements is true for a monopolist at the profit maximizing output level? Yeah, you need a marker?
No.
Okay. Feel good about your answer? No. Yeah, Jackson, only because I like you. Okay. Look at that, and then look at that. Jackson? Demand, what did I say? What are we calling it? Dark. So tell me what that stands for. Demand equals? What's AR? And P?
Price.
Okay. So you got price, you got marginal revenue.
Yeah, right.
You're going A. Gab, what are you going? A? All right. A, okay? So it's one of those where if you use your graph, you're not gonna have a problem. Okay? All right. Now, elastic. Okay. So remember we kind of had elastic unit, inelastic.
Yes.
All right. So does anyone remember what happens in the inelastic portion to total revenue if price goes up?
Total revenue goes down.
Same way.
Yeah, single line.
So if price goes up, total revenue goes up.
Oh, oops.
Okay. So monopolies, if they're in the inelastic, they're gonna raise their prices until they get to the elastic portion. The monopolies always profit maximize in the elastic portion of the curve. Now, remember what we call kind of in the middle of the curve? Unit. Okay. Unit elastic is where total revenue is at its highest. Okay, so total revenue is at its highest here. Why? Because below marginal revenue is negative. So here's the highest total revenue. If I take it straight up, highest total revenue in elastic. Okay. That you look baffled.
Yeah, no, I think I understand.
Okay. Yes.
So for like is the equilibrium not the point where it's in a elastic?
No, we didn't get to the equilibrium yet.
But what's the bottom there?
This is total revenue. So even though marginal revenue is decreasing, it's still a positive number. So total revenue is increasing. Okay? And it's still a positive number, so it's increasing. Now here it's zero, so it's at its highest because the next one's negative and it'll start to decrease. Okay? All right. So that's the elastic, monopolies always. Now, getting back, if I'm in the elastic part and price goes up, what happens to total revenue? Goes down, okay? Monopolies are always going to operate there in the elastic. Price falls and total revenue falls and down. Okay? All right. All right, now we're maximizing profit. We're getting into the curve. All right. Now, Ben, what's the profit maximizer? Intersects what? All right. So I go to where MC equals MR. Because it's a monopoly, I take it up to demand because they could charge a little higher and across. So my price is $7. Okay. Down, I'm going to say take it up to demand, and there's going to be a test, and someone's going to go MC equals MR, and they're going to go across. Not you. No, up to demand. Okay. Now, how do I find my profit box? Gav, how am I going to find it? I'm going to go down to the ATC and across. Right. You're right. Okay. All right. Felix, how am I going to find the profit maximizer?
MC and D.
MC and MR.
Oh.
MC equals MR. I'm taking it up to D for my price. Okay, there's my profit maximizer. Okay. Now, am I making, Griff, am I making or losing money?
I think point right there.
Yes, at 7.
Oh, you made.
Right, because it's at the price. If the price is higher than the cost, you're making money. Now, I'm gonna take it down there, and that would give, so that's my total revenue box, right? 7 times 6. Now I'm gonna take it down, and that's my total cost. The yellow is my profit box. I just took the price down to the ATC and across. Right? It's kind of the same thing in a way as perfect competition, except you're just taking it up to the price. This, so you still with us?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions so far? Okay, Logan, what would the total revenue in this, for this monopoly be? If you give me the numbers, I'll do the,
7 and 6.
so total revenue is 42, right? 7 times 6 is 42. All right, Isaac, what's the total cost?
6 times 30.
Which is 36, so we're making $6. Okay? Right, we did 7 times 6 is 42, 6 times 6 is 36, we're making $6. Okay. Felix, making or losing money here? Losing, right? Price is above. So I'm gonna just take this line up to the ATC. Straight on up, there's my loss box. All right. Am I shutting down?
You're actually.
Someone may say, and tell me yes or no. Sister?
You're shutting down, right? Because you're below ABC.
Okay. Where's ABC? Where's my price? All right, that is the profit maximizer. But here, you got to take it up to demand.
You're exiting. You're below ATC.
Well, I'd exit in the long run, yeah.
How do you lose money in monopoly?
Talk to the Baltimore Orioles, they figured out how to do it. It's hard,
You would exit.
huh?
You would
If in the long run you'd exit. But rarely do monopolies exit because they usually figure things out, yeah.
High barriers to entry.
Huh? Right, high barriers to exit in there. Okay? We good? All right. All right. Could you guys just try to go through this and figure it out? Just section 2 or 1, right? Yeah. What's wrong, sister? You're shaking your head.
Why?
Huh?
A little lost.
All right, find the profit maximizer. Did you find it?
MC, where MC is that more, right?
Take it up to demand. And that's gonna get you your price. And then you know how to figure out total revenue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was your profit maximizer, right? Then see, could you figure out the rest from there? with all these graphs, you gotta go to MC equals MR first. Nick, what's the price here?
$10.
Okay, MC equals MR, up, I got $10. If the price is $10, Felix, what was the total revenue?
25.
Huh?
Oh,
No, because you went, price is 10, right?
yeah.
It's gonna be 50. All right, Thomas, what'd you get for the total cost?
5 times 5 is 25.
25, right? MC equals MR, I go down to the ATC and across, 5 units times 5 units is 25. All right, 50 minus 25 is 25 for the profit. And 25 divided by the units of 5 would give me $5 per unit. Okay? So there is my total revenue. I thought I did it all the way down. Okay, any questions on how to do that? Jackson? You good? Tom, you good? Everyone's good? Okay. Okay, let's see, can we do this? A firm is in a perfectly competitive, take out a board, take out your board. Okay. So a firm is perfectly competitive in the long run. Start by drafting that, and then you could go to the next thing, the excise tax on the firms. You're gonna need to, okay, yeah. I think, yeah,
Is the tax just on the firm or the industry?
it says on the firm, so yeah. You need to do the firm. You just got the industry.
How do we know where you put the price?
Huh?
Where you put the price anywhere?
Yeah, as long as it's coming from the industry. There's tax on. Good, so nice. So. So, that's your MC, right? That's your quantity. So everything on profits and more money. Now you start, now you go to the second. Now you're gonna answer the question. Okay, so now. That price is set.
Oh, yeah, the quantity, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
How do you know where like when you shift,
If MC shifts left, where's ATC gonna shift?
Left.
Up, right?
Up and.
Yeah. So you're gonna shift it up and left.
So it shifts with it.
Yes.
So does it really matter where you put it, like,
No, but you mean how much up? Is that what you mean?
it's like whatever you apply, they have to find it.
No, it's not gonna be an exact.
So is that in the short?
Then you're in the short one, right?
Right.
Cause you're losing money when you shift it up, right?
What price could
No, price can't go up unless the industry.
Oh,
Alright, we're at the buzzer. We will do this for the drill Monday, so we can go over it, okay?
I think I was there.
Your work.
No.
yeah, you must. I don't, about 11